Nevada side. And they're proposed to start drilling on the 29th this month. And so we're trying to gather awareness, maybe if we can get some help, because they're a prayerful people, they're very peaceful people, and the history behind that, not exactly them, but their other sister tribe in the south, which is Pyramid Lake, is where Woboka came from, and that's where the ghost dance came from. So there's a lot of power in that area, in those mountains. They have history in those mountains because they used to live there, and they had massacred the U.S. Army. All through, because there's so many massacres that happen out here that they don't really talk about. But that's the name of their mountain, Peehee Muh'Huh. Hopefully I'm saying it right. They have their way of saying it, but it means rotten moon because of what they did there to their people. The men came back from a hunting trip and they found all the rest of their tribe was slaughtered. So they took them and they put them someplace, and that's where they are up there on Thacker Pass. And that's what they're protecting. Not only that, but if they start drilling for lithium there, it's going to be an open pit mine. You'll be able to see it from the highway, and they, it's that girl down there that, when she talked, she told us it was like 62 billion gallons of water a day, something like that number. And she's like, if you look around, there ain't 62 billion gallons of water. They're going to come from aquifers. And, and if they do that, they're going to contaminate all of that. This is Oregon. This is just right here. It's not far from here, so it's like in our backyard. That means, and I come from Warm Springs, so I'm a sister. I live on a sister reservation with them too, because my people, we share a reservation with the Paiutes. So that makes us a sister reservation to them. And in our mountains, we have a lot of the same minerals. I can't really say we have lithium, but I know that they're gonna go for ours too. So I believe it's important for us, for us people to start gathering our medicine, gathering our people, and gathering this as much as we can, so we can take it, we can help them. So when the time comes, and they can help us, we'll all help each other, because it ain't about us, it's about the earth. We can't live without the water. There are things that we can't live with. And that's what we're fighting for. And we love our mother. And that's basically what this is all about. And that's why we're here today. We gathered people from
walks of life, and being able to start the journey and finish it together. It was beautiful. Really leaving everything behind that does not matter, other than going with a purpose and leading with that purpose, ending with that purpose, being there and sharing meals with each other, sharing stories with each other, sleeping with each other. It was beautiful, and just being there with the purpose of protecting that land, fighting these lithium mining happening, these projects that are happening all over. It's not just Thacker Pass, but this is something that is needed to be brought aware to a lot of people, because like T said, that this is going to affect not just Nevada and the tribes down there. It's going to affect us here, your children, other people's children, your families that are living today, your future generations. It's very powerful to be a part of something where it's bigger than you, it's bigger than the people that you show up with. It's it's for the future, and we're really looking for people to help out, people who are ready or are able to show up and go down there and bring more awareness to it. Talk to your friends about it. Just kind of look up the hashtag. Do the research about it and just get help. The people down there are really strong, and they're strong-spirited, and they're just very powerful and very open arms and willing to get all that help that they need.
And what do these companies do? They steal water from the people. So that's just going to be another town full of Mexican indigenous people who get their water stolen from them if they don't steal water from Thacker Pass indigenous people. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to like convince people to show up. I don't know how to convince people to support, because this is life. We are in a crisis. We can see it. I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm only in my early 20s, and I already noticed the lack of insects over the years. I've been seeing less and less insects, less and less pollinators, less and less rain. Even I'm noticing how the rivers are dropping. I'm learning how to farm, and I talk with a lot of farmers, and a lot of farmers, not just in Oregon, but everywhere around the world, are so scared of what's happening with the climate. They're so scared of what these companies are doing, because pretty soon we're not going to be able to farm anymore, and that's drastic. Can you imagine a world without farmers? Can you imagine no more grocery stores, no more produce? And we've already destroyed so much land that it's hard for a lot of people to find food, to just go out and find food, because we have all this concrete. We have all these mines, we have all these pipelines. That's destroying life. You know, I just really hope that people find it in them to show up, to really show up, because it's really a matter of life and death. It's a matter of life and death. It's a matter of our genocide, indigenous people's genocide first, because indigenous peoples are going to be the ones who die.
Oh my God.